Hi guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you all been great and have a fantastic time. Summer is just around, so that's really good, especially here in Germany where we had some ugly days. But anyway, so for today's video, we are going to have a look at the NBA Draft 2024. Of course, the draft lottery came out last week, the draft combine happened. We can already see some stuff going on there, like Bronny James looked really good. Others fell a little bit off. Reed Shepherd looked really good as well. And we are just going to make a draft lottery simulation here on fansport.com. It's a very good page to do that. And yeah, they have the draft pick order right. So of course with the number one draft pick. So yeah, for today's video we are not going to include any trades, because there also been rumors maybe the first pick get moved, maybe some other teams try to move up. Anyway, we are just staying with this particular order. So the Hawks with the first pick, I mean, if you look at their roster, they could move on from Clint Capella. They need some power forward, so it's a no-brainer in my opinion. We take the big man out of France. Alexander Sarr, no-brainer there. So next team up is the Washington Wizards. Again, if we look at what their team needs, so yeah, pretty much everything, like a guard, most likely. But yeah, maybe the only position is the forward situation where they're kind of solid with Kuzma, Bilal Koulibaly, Kyle Kuzma, sorry, and yeah. But Corey Kispert, Danny, so yeah, they don't really need a forward. I think they need a point guard, and we could take like a Topic. He did get hurt. He was also not at the combine, so yeah, he kind of went down, I guess. Dillingham looked really good, so I think Reed Shepherd, somebody who could really impress. You know what? It's really between Shepherd and Dillingham, and you know what? I think I take Shepherd, man. He has really looked good at the combine. Yeah, we take him for the Wizards. So this team up is the Houston Rockets. They could also look at some point guard, and then I guess we take Dillingham. It could be a long-term replacement from Fred VanVleet, a traditional point guard out of Kentucky, of course, who looked very solid. He was the number one guy coming out of high school, so I take him here. The Spurs again look at a point guard. It's between Collier, Topic, maybe Klingen. You know, that could also be kind of crazy. Him next to Wembanyama or Risa Shea, but I just think Risa Shea, like, he has not really impressed me that much. So I think I would take still Topic. Him going to the Spurs looks really good for me. So yeah, we are taking him here. So my Pistons, man, like, I think you also could look at the point guard, slide Cunningham to the 3, which I kind of like more. So if Dillingham would be still there, I would take him. But yeah, in my mock draft, he's gone. And then I think we could look at my guy Risa Shea, Buseles, or Klingen. And you know what? Klingen next to Duran, that is disgusting. So I take him. For my Pistons, very happy there. So the Hornets, they do have, of course, LaMelo, so the point guard is pretty good. Shooting guard, we could look at the small forward. We have Bridges and Brandon Miller, so we don't really need a forward, we don't need a center. So we are looking at some shooting guards. And yeah, if Reed Shepherd would be still there, that would be amazing. I think Cody Williams or again Zachary Sachet, if you just want to draft on potential. Ron Holland, Cody Williams. I mean, I guess you can take Cody Williams. He's going very high in this case. But you know what? Let's take him. You never know what the Hornets are going to do, right? Next team up is the Trailblazers. I mean, just potential, so Risache, no-brainer for me. They definitely don't need a guard. Spurs again, we could look at Ron Holland. We of course took our point guard, so if you look at big man, not really anybody there I see that high. So Bucelis is probably the best way to go here. Just make sure to not miss anybody. Yeah, I think I go Matas Bucelis, who also has big potential. He can play next to Victor Wembanyama. That would be fun to see. Memphis Grizzlies, they need defense, they need shooting. Again, I think it's just best player available at this point now as well. And then I think we have to take Ron Holland, who has a lot of potential. He was also like, I think coming into this year, he was like a number 5 guy. So I take Ron Holland to the Grizzlies. I really like that one. Not Houston Rockets, the Jazz have this pick of course, who if you look at their roster, they could need some point guard. I mean, Keontae George looks more like a shooting guard in my opinion. So we could look at the point guard. Laurie is probably going to be moved. I'm not so sure. We don't need a center. We have Walker Kessler there, where I would make him a starter again. John Collins still being there, Laurie still being there, so not really looking for a big man. Dalton Knecht, maybe somebody, or Steven Castle if you want to go for the point guards. So it would be between Castle and Collier. I still have Collier a little bit higher, so I take him to the Jazz, 19-year freshman out of USC, who again was also one of the top-ranked high school player. Bronny James being there took a lot of attention away from him. So Chicago Bulls, definitely not looking for a guard. No way. So if you look at centers, we could look at the Yves Missy, Dalton Knecht, maybe Tyler Smith I would really like. Kyle, I guess. Jacoby Walter, probably the best player available at the moment, but again, I'm not looking for a guard. So I think I take Dalton Knecht, a senior, a little bit older. But, you know, I don't know what the Bulls are trying to do in the offseason. If they don't want to rebuild, again, just take the best player available. So Dalton Knecht, a shooter who can shoot lights out. Very good player there. Next team up is, of course, OKC Thunder. Yeah, I mean, if you have a big man, maybe you look at Yves Missy. Is a little bit high for him, I guess. But that's what they need. They have everything else. Kyle Filipowski maybe, Tishon Saloon. I mean, the Georgie Dieng situation didn't really work out. He came out of France very young, didn't really improved much. So I think I take Kyle going to the OKC Thunder. Maybe can get some minutes there. Would be nice for them. Kings, I mean, you're just looking best player available. Steve Castle, backup point guard. I think it's time to move on from Davion Mitchell. I mean, he's a nice defender, but not really improved a lot since he came to the league. So Steven Castle, you know, very good 19-year-old freshman out of UConn, championship experience, coming into the Sacramento Kings, who need to compete right away. So I think that's a no-brainer. Very happy with this pick. So next pick is the Trailblazers, who have, of course, Zach Rasheer already. Again, we are not looking for a guard, so it's probably going to be Missy, I guess, or Tyler Smith, a little bit high maybe for him. Even so, I'm a big fan of him. So yeah, I probably go with a traditional center. They do have Ayton and Robert Williams, who can never stay healthy. I don't know what they want to do with Ayton. It's probably going to be very tough to move him with his huge contract. Also Jeremy Grant, huge contract. But I think if we look into the future, we have to look at a new center. We take Yves Missy maybe a little bit higher at 14, but that's what the team needs. So yeah, this is my lottery picks, right? So Sarr going to the Hawks, Shepard going to the Wizards, Dillingham to the Rockets, like can be a long-term replacement. I have him over Topic, and Collier, I like him a little bit more. Klingen to the Pistons, yeah, next to Jalen Duren could be something. Cody Williams a little bit high to the Hornets, but again, based on what they need, that's just what they really need. Buzelis to the Spurs. So yeah, that's my lottery. I'm going to have the rest of the picks as well, 15 to 30. So if you want to see that, just watch the next video. I'm going to upload it soon. And guys, like always, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like if you enjoyed the content. Maybe write the feedback on my video, or like who would you have gone differently here. Is Reed Sheppard too high for you? Let me know in the comment section. I love you guys and see you at the next one. Peace.